It's easy to see that Gulliver would like nothing better than to run into the woods after Esther. The only thing stopping him is that he can't leave Nate by himself. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I'd have another name on the rescue list. Gulliver.
Wilbur, how can we help?
I found some traces of the werewolf and of Esther, but strangely, none of the paladin.
He was there. I saw him as plain as day, just as I see you before me now.
I believe you, but he left no tracks whatsoever. There should be a lot of psychokinetic energy in the heart of the wood.
What's that?
Well, it's a kind of energy emitted by supernatural things. You can locate it using a little device with arms attached. Could you make a device like that?
A little device with arms sticking out. Not exactly a precise description. Can you get me the blueprints? Then Nate and I can try our luck.
No, I don't think so. If we can't build a PKE detector ourselves, then we're going to have to get hold of the mayor somehow. But he doesn't want to give his up because it reliably detects supernatural beings.
What do you suggest?
I'm working on it. I think you might be safer in the village than here. I asked the mayor if you could wait there.
Let me guess what he said. I'm not having zombies in my house.
Why doesn't he want to help you?
People don't know us, and they're afraid of what they don't know.
Perhaps I should talk to him again.
In Seastone, I thought that success and enough money might make people forget who we are. But they don't. Ever.
Could you maybe repair this press, Gulliver?
Nate? That's a job for you, isn't it? The boy has long overtaken his old man when it comes to repairs.
What? That's it? Wow, you're quick. Right then, hold the fort.
We're here if you need us.
The bedsheet could make the great beginnings of a ghost costume. Ta-da! Time for a ghost performance. Whoa! 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 Oh! Ooh.
What are you doing?
I am the ghost of the wood.
Haven't we got enough real spooks around here? Do you have to dress up like one too?
I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh.
I can see your feet. And is that my bedsheet?
You haven't settled the ghost of the wood, but I will return. Ooh. I don't know how, but he recognized me. It may be because he has a lot of experience with ghostly apparitions, living in the dark woods and all. Or it may have been my feet poking out from under the sheet. I can't reach. If you can't undo a knot, then you can at least cut it. That's it. The only thing more useful than a bit of string and a long stick is a long stick with a bit of string attached. Fishing rods offer the best of both worlds, and one can do practically anything with them. Like, well, fishing, for example. Gulliver.
Wilbur, how can we help?
I dressed up as a ghost, but even though I was totally convincing, that stupid mare recognized me right away. It was mainly my feet that gave me away.
Then let's use my head to play the ghost. Turn me into a ghost.
Here's a white sheet to start with.
And? Scary?
Sort of. I've come up with an idea on how we can get you to fly.
Really?
Yes. I don't want to go into detail, but let's just say there's something to do with this homemade fishing rod.
I see. Tie it up.
Done. Oliver, I'm just thinking if we could get our ghosts to glow using a couple of hot pieces of coal.
Or how about glowing eyes? That would be even scarier.
Great idea. Then all we need is some kind of holder for them. And we'll need to be very careful. Those coals are very hot.
Oh, right. Here, hold these. Don't lose them.
Yeah.
Nate, give me 2 pieces of coal. Red glowing ones from down at the bottom, if possible. And? How do I look?
That is really spooky. And also just a touch revolting.
That's how it should be.
Gulliver,
Yeah.
this time we'll do it.
Let's spook. Oh, whoa! Ooh, whoa!
Wow. Oh, that looks really scary. Well done.
Aha! Then you should use your PKE and see what it says.
I don't need it. I know there's nothing supernatural at work here.
How do you know that?
Well, for one, I can see the string you're using to hold up the ball of whatever it is. And I can see you. I'm even speaking to you.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
Wilbur?
But the eyes look great. And the voice is good too. How do you manage to make it sound as if it came from the ghost?
Why do I smell burning?
That voice isn't coming from me. It's coming from...
Fire! Fire!
Ah! Ah! Wilbur, where are you? Ah! Ow! What the devil is going on here? Where is everyone?
What is that?
The, rubber ball has changed itself into, an evil skull.
Right. Whoa! I'm an evil, terrible, demonic skull! Fear me!
But I'm not getting any sign of supernatural activity.
Oh! That's because us evil demons have learned how to haunt without being recognized.
That's not possible.
But there's more! Get the man with the PKE, the Heart of the Wood said!
No.
We shall return!
That was unexpected.
We're doomed.
No, I'll find the heart of the wood and put an end to this. Have no fear. See? See you later.
Wilbur, well, how do you think we did? From what I saw up there, he almost wet himself.
And that would have made me feel even more guilty. I wish we didn't have to scare him that badly.
All for a good cause. If you can track the heart of the wood with the PKE and destroy it, then you'll actually be helping him. Here, catch.
If I use it in the woods, it'll show me the way to the heart of the woods. Here are your eyes.
Ah, very good. Some of my best. Esther says the left one is the most handsome one I have.
Whew. Okay. Time to hunt me a werewolf. No! Begone, you beast! That was pretty easy. Everything okay?
Has she gone?
I drove it away, and I thought that I hadn't hit it.
She surprised me. I hate spiders.
Everything's fine. The danger's past. At least as long as the werewolf doesn't... Timmy? Don't!
Are you crazy? I would have got him.
That was my friend Timmy. He isn't a werewolf, he's a were-rat.
Did you know about it?
He was often ill. Always became very reclusive when that happened.
Perhaps once a month, during a full moon?
Remy never told me how Timmy's parents died. It could have been a werewolf attack.
Dangerous beasts. Nothing but anger, hate, and muscle. Also fur. Your friend shouldn't have kept it a secret from you. He would have ripped you to pieces if he'd had half the chance.
Timmy was sleeping in Esther's jacket pocket when we arrived in the dark woods. He didn't know it was always night with a full moon here. And out there in the real world, it was another 2 weeks before the full moon.
Perhaps it's not his fault, but he's dangerous. If he attacks me, I'll defend myself.
I'll find a way to break the werewolf's curse. Maybe there's a library with magic books up at the castle. The sorcerer might have been interested in werewolves. Or maybe the Count knows something. He seems very fond of wolves.
Good luck with that. As far as I know, only a shot to the head with a silver bolt can break the curse.
It won't come to that. We'll look for Esther in the heart of the wood, and I'll take care of Timmy.
As long as he doesn't take care of us first.
Why does a girl like you decide to become a bounty hunter?
What do you mean, a girl like me?
Most gnome girls I know wouldn't choose such a dangerous career.
Yeah? Well, they'd rather be engineers, mechanics, or technicians. But what if I'm not interested in all that girly stuff?
Totally with you there. That's why I became a mage.
Well then, can't you just conjure something up and poof, the evil's gone?
No, I'm not a mage anymore.
Oh, I think it's good that you at least gave it a try.
And you? You always wanted to be a bounty hunter and simply followed your dream?
I wanted to help my clan. I didn't want to stand by and watch as I earn gold. We need it.
And once you have the gold?
We'll see. Go back home. Maybe I'll find myself a handsome gnome.
Won't you miss the adventure?
Nearly being eaten by spiders? No, not particularly.
We should continue on together and watch each other's backs.
Perhaps that isn't the worst idea. I've normally got a good sense of orientation, but in these strange woods...
No problem. I got this.
What is it?
This device can tell us how close we're getting to a source of supernatural energy.
Genius! We just have to keep to the paths where the device reacts strongest.
That's right. Our senses can be fooled, but not good old gnome technology.
Let's go. By the way, my name is Lizzie Pebblebrook. My friends call me Tin Lizzie because, well, it's quite obvious, really.
I think this thing is just leading us round in circles.
I don't believe it. Look! The heart of the woods.
Are you sure?
Pretty much, yep.
We have to be prepared for anything. Headless horsemen, paladins, witches, spiders. There could be a whole army waiting for us in there.
Ladies first? Whatever is living in the cave under the tree, it's killed off all the trees close by. Only the tree directly above the cave entrance is alive. Well, more or less. I've never seen such a gnarled, sickly tree before. Even Ivo's dad will have trouble getting that to blossom again. Well, okay then. I'll lead. Esther!
Well, 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 who have we here?
Archmage! You're alive! What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm not alive. I'm just a ghost, thanks to you. Thanks to your incompetence and stupidity.
I'm so sorry, Archmage.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I trusted you.
Archmage,
Silence!
Archmage Alistair and Remy were my friends. I forbid you to pretend they're here.
Don't you understand, Wilbur? We relied on you and you have abused our trust. You disappointed us and you will disappoint Gulliver, Timmy, and the others too. You're just a stupid little boy who makes everything worse.
Rubbish. Don't listen to him, Wilbur. No, Miss Ada.
Yes! I will suck you dry!
Stop! I know who you are.
And...
You're always whatever we're most afraid of.
I'm death, disease, loss, failure, humiliation, the monster under the bed, the creature in the cupboard.
Lizzie's afraid of spiders, Esther of the paladin who once chopped her head off. And me, I don't want to make any mistakes and cause anything nasty to happen to my friends.
But you can't prevent it. Neither of you will leave this cave alive. And then I'll get your friends one by one.
You aren't real. Arrows and bolts just fly straight through you.
Nothing can harm me. You're lost desperately.
You only have power if we give it to you, right?
No, I am real. I will kill your friend.
Yeah? Go on then.
I will sink my fangs into your skull.
No, you won't. The spider isn't real, Lizzie.
I am. Fear is real.
It can only paralyze us if we let it. Why are you backing off? Are you gonna bite her or what?
Yes. Why should I be scared of you if you can't do anything to me?
But what if I can? You can't be pretty sure.
I'll take the risk.
You can't destroy me. I'm always here.
But we can control you. Everything okay?
Yes, I'm all right now.
Esther hasn't made a sound yet. I hope she's all right. And I hope she can walk. It'd be a long walk back if I had to carry her. How are you doing?
He's going to cut my head off, and then I won't be able to look after Gulliver and Nate anymore.
Don't worry, Esther. That thing's gone. It can't hurt you now.
The paladin, he wants to chop my head off. Who's going to take care of both my boys then?
Gulliver and Nate are fine. They're both waiting for you at the campfire.
Yes, for now, but the paladin wants to chop my head off. And who'll take care of them if that happens?
There is no paladin anymore, and there never was one in the first place. It was a kind of apparition sent to scare you.
No, I definitely saw him. He is out to get my family.
Look at me, Esther. There's no one here who wants to do you any harm. The ghost has disappeared.
He has gone?
It's gone, and it won't come back as long as you don't let it.
He said that he was going to get Nate. As soon as he has chopped my head off, he was going to get my little boy.
It won't come to that. I'll explain, but not here. Let's join Nate and Gulliver by the nice warm fire, okay?
Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Wilbur.
Pretty scary, eh?
Whew, too right. What do you think it was?
A demon? A ghost? Some headless creature that only becomes powerful when we give it power? I believe that after the sorcerer died, the people in the village were so afraid something terrible would happen that this is exactly what did happen.
And if they hadn't been so afraid, they could all still be here.
My uncle was always afraid of becoming ill. That made him ill. And if you're afraid of dying, it can make you forget how to live. You know what I mean?
You're quite the philosopher, Wilbur Weathervane.
I've just been thinking a lot how it's better to do things and maybe fail than not to do things because you're too scared to fail. A picture of a clown. Funny. A sad clown is art, everyone knows that, but this one here looks pretty normal to me. All sorts of small stuff and a few pieces of clothing too. Yes, this thing fed off its victims' fear. It made them ill, perhaps even drove them mad. They were no longer able to think of anything else, didn't eat, and no one in the town knew what had happened. A little mirror, a flute, shoes, scarves, and there's a hair clip. Lots of little things, all mementos of the abducted villagers. I will talk to the mayor and offer to bring everything back to the village once I've freed Timmy from the curse and found the sorcerer's book. Even though I spent quite a bit of time in Seastone, I don't know much about fish. I'm a child of the mountains. I'm pretty sure that this must be a dolphin, though, as it wants to play with a swimmer. Someone once told me that dolphins weren't actually fish at all. They were actually birds, because they flew through the water with their wings, just like birds through the air. Might be something to that. A man waving at the observer in a friendly manner. He's wearing a name tag. Looks like his name is Claus. I don't get it. I don't like it when you really have to think to get the meaning of art. What is this Claus picture trying to tell us? I know two people who are longing to see you, Esther.
And I know someone who owes us a sack of gold.
Come on, let's go.
was never a curse?
That's right. No curse, no real threat. Only fear made it become a reality.
Oh, then I'll try to be more open-minded in the future and not always assume the worst.
You can start by welcoming my zombie friends into your village.
We'll see. At least I'll talk to them.
That would be good. If my memory serves me right, you promised a sack full of gold to the person who hunted down the Headless Horseman.
Of course. And you have earned it.
We earned it. You get half of this, Lizzie.
That won't be necessary. See you around.
Oh, yes. See you later.
I think she just, never mind.
Why did fear show itself to you in the form of a Headless Horseman?
Oh, my grandfather always used to tell me the story about a headless horseman. I was terribly scared of it, but it was still my favourite story.
And if there's enough hysteria, you'll believe anything, even that ghost stories are real. Now you know how to defend yourself against the curse. So could you please show me the way to the old Van Buren castle?
Oh, yeah, of course. You and the enchanting young lady.
Huh, and about time too.
I'd better draw myself a good map. I'm sure I'll be going back and forth between the castle and the village a few more times. My friends are here and Timmy is still somewhere in the woods.
Fine, let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Whale. I drew my path on the map very carefully. This way, we can always return to the village if necessary.
No need. I'll only leave the castle one more time, with a few crates of gold.
What do you mean?
This place sucks, don't you think?
The castle will blossom in your presence, just like me.
Laddie!
My moonshine.
You won't believe what I've been through. I need a bath this instant.
But of course, my love. Then perhaps a light dinner, and then let's just see what the evening holds in store.
Ahem.
Are you her servant?
No,
You can be my servant. My Igor died years ago. For good this time.
Actually, I wanted to...
Wipe your shoe, so you'll have to clean everything again.
But... Here we go again. Oh, fine. Lovely. From the outside, it looks as though the castle has at least 5 or 6 floors. And old castles often have cellars and dungeons too. Judging from the outside, I'd say at least 5 or 6. And old castles like this one often have cellars and dungeons too. A lot of work for just one Igor. A heavy wooden chest with 7 seals. 2 of them are open. Could be where the book is hidden, but it could also contain the Count's well-protected underwear. Either way, there's no sign of how to open the 5 remaining seals. There are some pretty strange characters here in the gallery, but this one really takes the cake.
Ah, there you are, Igor. Prepare dinner for my fiancée. And set the table with all the trimmings. We want to have a romantic meal before withdrawing.
My name's Wilbur.
My servants are all called Igor. Igor, his father Igor, his grandfather Igor, and his father too.
Whew, you certainly had a lot of servants.
That's why it's too late now to get used to a new name. I'll call you Igor. I would even give you Igor's old suit, if I had it.
The villagers told me that the mad sorcerer Ashcroft Van Buren used to live here.
That is correct, until he was hung, drawn, and quartered. The wizards and paladins didn't do things by halves, just quarters. They took everything that was of interest or value to them. They left the rest here.
Was there a book amongst the things left behind?
The Sorcerer's Diary. Yes, I found that a few months after I moved in a secret desk drawer.
No, I mean, more of a magic book, you know, with incantations and such.
No, not that I know of.
The large chest in the hall looks like it's been there a long time. Is it yours?
Van Buren had it built, but now it belongs to me. The painting up there is of him. The chest and the painting are the only things the mages wanted to take with them, but they couldn't. Both are bound to the castle by powerful magic.
Ooh, so there must be something important in there.
I don't know. I've only been able to open 2 of the 7 seals.
Maybe that's where he kept his spellbook.
Is it valuable? The young ladies are getting ever more demanding these days, and my new line of guano skin cream for the man of the world isn't done quite as well as I hoped.
Master, maybe I can help opening the chest for you. I'm good at that kind of thing.
If you wish, as long as it doesn't clash with your other tasks. I want to be sure my little bunny rabbit is properly pampered. Here, this Sorcerer's Diary. I was able to open the first 2 seals with the help of this.
Thank you, Master. Do you know much about werewolves?
Not particularly. Us and them, we don't get on. Normal wolves, yes. They're the children of the night, and I like standing on the balcony of an evening, listening to them singing. But werewolves, poor souls that have been cursed and can feel nothing but primitive anger and hate.
Is there any way to get rid of the curse?
Of course, quite easily. You have to kill the werewolf that cursed you in the first place.
And if you don't know who it was?
Then you can only hope that a friend pumps your head full of silver.
No way! What was it with Igor and his uniform?
Your predecessor, Igor, made himself at home in the cellar, Igor. He had a bed, a desk, all his belongings. I think now you're the new Igor. It is all yours.
And Igor's uniform?
It will be amongst his things. Go and have a look. But be careful. It's dark down there.
I could take a candle.
I don't think that's a very good idea. They are attracted to light.
They?
Things that live in the darkness. Igor had due respect for them and never dared go down there with a light.
Perhaps the uniform isn't important after all. And what may I serve you and the young Miss Kiki?
For the young lady, a rocket salad with vinegar, oil, and strips of chicken breast. That's what young ladies eat these days. Nothing for me, thank you.
Not even a little bite?
Maybe later. Until then, I'll make do with a glass of red wine.
As you wish, Master. I'll go and find the chef and order the salad.
I don't have a chef. I normally order out.
But I can't cook.
How hard can it be to make a salad with vinegar and oil? Make haste, Igor.
Very well. Count Olaf, Master. I saved your fiancé in the forest. She was thrown from a horse and lost her way.
The poor child. What luck that nothing happened to her. I've been waiting for her for so long.
I heard you've been married a few times.
Many times. Unfortunately, I've never grown old with any of my lovers. I am cursed. I'm forced to try again every few years with a new, young woman.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm really sorry. If you'll excuse me, Master, work calls.
Make haste. My little honey bunny has gone upstairs to take a bath and could come back down at any minute.
What is upstairs?
Nothing of interest to you. Your place is down here. And tomorrow I'll show you the cellar and the crypt.
I can hardly wait.
Let's talk more work, Igor.
This is the table I'm supposed to serve dinner on, with all the trimmings. A few days ago, I was a professor of magic in a magic school, and now I'm Igor for a count in the middle of nowhere. The table is pretty old and covered with stains. Won't be good enough to impress the Count's fiancée. The worms cannot comprehend my genius. That is why they say I'm insane. Rutherford does not trust us. He will deceive us, I know. He will be the first to die once we have the power of the Nameless One. Who is Rutherford? Here is a drawing of the various seals. There's something written next to each seal. No one is smarter than I. I have devised a chest for my most valuable possession with 7 seals that only I can open. Each seal can be opened only in a very special manner, and only I know how. Each mechanism is more clever than the one before. And there's a list describing how each seal is opened. It's a good thing the sorcerer was so proud of his work. The second seal is opened with the blood of innocence. The seal is already opened. Maybe the Count cut his finger peeling potatoes and then he touched the seal. The third seal will only open when the word open is spoken in Ratish. The fifth seal can only be opened by the breath of death. Death breath. Only one of worthy heart can open the 7th and final seal. Only the hand of the truly greatest sorcerer of all time can open this seal. Only those who feel insatiable hunger can open the 4th seal. The 4th seal is already open. No idea how the Count managed that one. He never eats anything. The 6th seal is opened by the invisible key that is visible to all. Once all 7 magic seals have been released, the chest can be opened. You may have to shake the lid a little, it sometimes sticks. 2 seals are already open, 5 are still closed. The note should help me. The castle really needs to be dusted. But, seeing as how it would be my job as the servant, I think I'll just keep quiet on the subject. The Count probably got tired of always having to clean the mirror. Very old mirror, except for a few dull spots, it's in good nick. That should do. So, looking good, even if I do say so myself. Ooh, the space here isn't just brighter and friendlier than the entrance hall. All the candles make it a lot warmer too. Not bad, but something is still missing. Are these just decorative plates, or can they be used? Nate once ate fried potatoes off of the Queen's face in Elfborough. Ivo's mother was not amused.
Igor, be more careful.
I didn't do anything. The plate just flew off the wall.
I've lived here for 10 years. Castle Orlofstein has never been haunted.
Weird. Incense? Not something I really expected to find in a place this old. On the other hand, maybe the Count also noticed that it sometimes smells a little moldy and musty in here. Cutlery. A shallow water bowl for the chickens. Empty. They've no use for an empty bowl. Nothing but weeds and trash everywhere you look. The Count really does need some urgent household support. Time to make myself useful as the new servant. On the other hand, I'm not the world's best gardener and should probably leave well alone. In an old building like this, falling masonry is probably an occupational hazard. Wonder if that's why the position of Igor was open. I'd say that coach hasn't moved a meter since old Van Buren's day. Several spokes are broken. Yes! Ooh, there's a small tree growing out of one of the seats. Stone's fairly flat. Maybe some sort of roof tile. Yeah! Big white maggots. Okay, if we must. Ew!
Wilbur!
I knew I could find the way back from the castle. And I almost didn't fall into 2 crevices. Or the same one twice.
Well done.
Esther,
Yes,
that took it out of them, didn't it?
yes. They have to recharge their batteries. You should have a bit of a rest too, Wilbur. You must be exhausted. Do you want me to make you something to eat?
Oh, something to eat would be great. I've been hungry since we got here.
Then I'll make you a sausage. These are Timmy's favourite sausages. I wanted to surprise him with them tonight.
I will help him, Esther, I promise.
I know. Just be careful with the little fella.
As long as he's careful with me.
Ready. Careful. Hot.
Ow! Ooh! Ah! Thanks. Can I have another sausage?
But of course. This place is growing on me, you know. Now that the ghost stuff is all gone.
You're not a city zombie, are you?
People need to get used to us. Big cities always have a constant stream of new people to get to know. Here in the country, you only have to convince each person once that you don't want to chew the skin off their faces. Ready. Careful. Hot.
Ow! Ooh! Ah! Thanks. You look thoughtful.
I was just thinking about what a lucky woman I am. I've got a partner who loves me and a wonderful son. Everyone is healthy and we're all together. You only think about these things when something bad happens, or nearly happens.
I think the book is in a large chest in the castle. A chest sealed with 7 seals.
Can I help?
Would you happen to know how to say open in Ratish?
No, not a clue. Timmy never spoke to me in Ratish, nor Ethel for that matter.
Yes. Presumably they only speak their language amongst themselves. I have these thick, slimy white maggots here.
Ah, I know those things. Had one of them stuck in my left nostril for 2 whole days when my head was chopped off.
I thought maybe you could fry them.
Is there something wrong with my sausages?
No, I just need light-coloured meat for a salad.
As long as I don't have to eat them. Give them here. That was the last one.
Ooh, those don't look too bad at all. Thank you. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
It's sad when you think that none of these things can ever be used by their owners again. Who knows who this flute used to belong to? I'm sure he or she would have loved to have played it for many years more. Maybe I can give it a new purpose. I wonder whether the fear drank the wine. Or was it the last sip of some unfortunate soul here? Ugh! The wine must have been here quite a while. It's gone really sour. That would be the perfect house for Esther, Gulliver and Nate. The 3 would bring life back to the village. Or, something along those lines anyway. Mr. Whale looks less anxious and stressed, even with the big task ahead of him, filling the village with life again. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello, Mr. Weathervane.
And? How's life without fear?
Oh, it feels good. I've finally got time to recruit new inhabitants for the village.
Glad to hear it.
I thought about putting an ad in the paper. Somberville, deserted village in cursed region, seeks citizens to occupy houses of previously abducted and murdered villagers. How does that sound?
I don't know. My friends up at the campfire could move into one of the houses. They're very nice, and Gulliver and Nate are skilled craftsmen. They could get the village back into shape in no time.
I don't think that we want their type here.
But that's unfair. Just imagine that you're a family man and have never done anything wrong in your entire life. You and your wife have always worked hard, you have a great son, and then you come to a village that's urgently looking for residents.
Yes, but they're zombies.
So what? Imagine a zombie village that doesn't want you and your wife and child because you're different. What would you think of people like that, huh?
Well, you can't really... I suppose I could talk to your friends.
You do that. Do you by any chance sell lettuce?
No, this is an adventure shop. Adventurers don't eat salad. They go into the woods and slay wild boar.
Then you probably don't have any chicken breast fillets either, do you?
No.
And salad dressing? Oil? Vinegar?
Again, no. Well, actually, I do have oil. Some warriors like rubbing it into their muscles to make them glisten in the sun.
Then I'll have that then.
Oh, I'll even give it to you for free if you promise not to rub it on yourself in front of me.
Thanks. I think I'll be going now.
Oh, how's Miss Kiki? Has she sunk her claws in the count yet?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, come on, Wilbur. A hottie like Miss Kiki? She's just a gold digger. The count will need to watch his back.
But they love one another. They met through a newspaper ad, and it's not very nice to think that of other people, Mr. Whale. Tut tut. Hello? Must have been mistaken. Hello? Oh, who's there? Master Alistair? Are you all right, Archmage? Has Ivo changed you back? And why don't you come here? You could open a portal. A ghost over some kind of drawing? I don't understand, Archmage. What does that mean? Archmage? Master Alistair? He's gone. That's more than weird. Why is Master Alistair trying to contact me through the mirror? And it looked almost as if he didn't have the strength to stay. Of course, he's still transformed, so he can't use his magic properly. A ghost over a symbol. Maybe I'm supposed to summon him. The Count and his young fiancée met through a newspaper ad, which means someone has to fight his way through the mountains on a regular basis. Just a single sealed scroll. To Count Vladimir Orlov, the Dark Woods. Oh, hey, the seal bears the sea stone coat of arms. Excellent meat, and it even almost looks like chicken. The wine, so sour, it could make a good substitute for vinegar. Rocket salad with chicken breast and oil and vinegar a la Wilbur. The first and hopefully last meal I will ever prepare in this castle. Count?
Yes, Igor?
Your table awaits, Master. Is that to your satisfaction?
Yes, delightful.
Thank you, Master. Are you sure your fiancé, is being honest with you?
We'll find out tonight, won't we?
I don't want to spread any rumors, but Mr. Whale from the village, he thinks Miss Kiki might possibly be after something other than love.
Oh, so am I.
Yes, but I don't mean friendship and care.
She won't be the first Mrs. Orlov, Igor, and probably not the last. I know who she is and know how to handle her.
All right, then. The poor Count. He thinks he knows her and believes she loves him. Master, this scroll was in the postbox.
from Seastone. Archmage murdered. Wanted, blah, blah. Nothing of any importance.
Are you sure?
I'm not interested in politics. Kings and archmages come and go.
Yeah, yes, you're right. No reason to burden yourself with such things. There's a picture of the Archmage and me on the cover. Even if the Count isn't interested in politics, he's not likely to let a wanted murderer work for him. He would hand me over to the Van Burens if he noticed. Count?
Yes, Igor?
I have prepared the, salad for the young lady.
Rocket salad with vinegar, oil, and strips of chicken breast?
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. Pull the cord, Igor. Let my little bunny rabbit know it's time to eat.
How can I make sure that the bell in Miss Kiki's room rings?
It depends on how hard you pull it. Pull a bit harder than middle strength to start with, and then about a third less at the end.
Okay.
No, middle strength to start with, then a bit less at the end. No, that was the stables. Why don't you just do what I tell you? There you go. I don't need you anymore today, Igor. I will be spending the rest of the evening and the night with my fiancée.
Very well, Master.
Psst, hey, Shorty!
Oh, hello, Miss Kiki.
What's with this place? Where's the gold?
Gold?
Yeah, jewelry, precious stones, that sort of thing. I ain't found none.
Maybe the Count isn't that rich.
A count living in a big castle? Course he's rich. The only question is, where is he hiding it? Hey, what's that?
What are the upper floors like?
My room is clad from top to bottom in red velvet.
Ew, that's a shame.
No, it's the only room up there that I like. Most of them are dusty and dull, just like everything down here. I might have accidentally looked into one or two of the rooms. I haven't found the Count's bedroom yet.
There's no kitchen either. He always seems to be in his office. I made you a salad.
Oh, great, I'm starved.
Well, maybe you shouldn't eat it after all.
What are you trying to tell me? That I'm fat?
What? No, I
Have you taken a close look at yourself, Fatso?
just wanted... Hey, I'm not fat.
The only reason you can't see your fat ass is your fat stomach's blocking the view.
Enjoy your salad. Getting back to the chest.
So what's the deal with it?
It's sealed by 7, seals. Maybe you could open one of them.
Ooh, what do you think's in it?
What could a chest like this hold? A treasure, of course.
You have to learn to lie better, and quickly. But the fact that you are trying tells me there must be something valuable in it.
I don't know, but it must be important.
Well, if it's important to someone, it'll also be valuable. And you want to steal it?
Well, steal...
Count me in. As future countess, it practically belongs to me anyways. What do I have to do?
Come with me. Just open that seal over there.
Why don't you do it?
I can't. It has to be opened by someone very special.
Ah, I understand. You need a woman's touch.
Something like that.
Well, that was simple. That it?
That's it. Interesting to know that you could do it.
Tell me when you got that thing open, and don't even think about simply disappearing with my stuff.
Very well, Miss Kiki.
Now, I'll go humor the old fart. I'm sure with a little persuasion, I'll be able to find out where he stashed the rest of his treasure.
This was the first seal, or the third, depends on how you count them. The Count has opened the first. Van Buren is pointing at a key. Is he trying to mock me? Could that be the invisible key that is visible to all? Only, where is it? Ha! That's just a picture. How am I supposed... Or is it? That's a pretty neat trick. That was easy. So, that's over half the seals open.